Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a virtual trip to a place straight out of a fairy tale. Imagine a village with no roads, where the only way to get around is by boat, on foot, or by bicycle. Sounds magical, right? Well, that place exists, and it's called Giethoorn, the Venice of the Netherlands. Join me as we explore the absolute top things to do in this enchanting Dutch paradise. First things first, you can't visit Giethoorn without experiencing its main attraction, the canals. The best way to do this is by renting your own boat. Not all worry if you've never captained a vessel before. The most popular option is a whisper boat, which is an electric-powered boat that's super quiet and incredibly easy to steer. It's called a whisper boat because its silent motor won't disturb the peace and tranquility of the village. You'll glide effortlessly under picturesque wooden arch bridges, past stunning 18th century farmhouses with immaculate thatched roofs, and through lush green gardens that spill right down to the water's edge. Renting a boat gives you the ultimate freedom to explore at your own pace. Pack a picnic, drift to a quiet spot, and let time slow down as you soak in the peaceful atmosphere. These canals aren't just waterways. They're the lifeblood of Giethoorn, and seeing it from the water is an unforgettable experience. You'll feel like you've stepped back in time. Most rental companies will give you a map of the canal network, highlighting different routes you can take, ranging from a quick 1-hour loop to a longer journey that takes you out onto the bordering lake, the Bovenweegst. Speaking of the Bovenweegst Lake, if you have a bit more time, taking your boat out onto this expansive body of water is a must. The transition from the narrow, intimate canals of the village to the wide-open expanse of the lake is breathtaking. It's a popular spot for sailing and swimming in the warmer months. There's even a small island in the middle, with a little beach and a spot to grab a drink. It's the perfect place to drop anchor, relax, and enjoy the beautiful Dutch scenery from a different perspective. It adds a whole other dimension to your boating adventure. If being your own captain sounds a bit daunting, or you'd just rather sit back and relax, a guided canal cruise is a fantastic alternative. These larger tour boats are operated by knowledgeable locals who will share fascinating stories and facts about Giethoorn's history, architecture, and culture as you cruise along. It's a great way to get your bearings and learn things you might otherwise miss. Plus, you get all the amazing views without having to worry about navigation. These tours typically last about an hour and cover the most scenic parts of the village. But Giethoorn isn't just about the water. Once you've had your fill of boating, it's time to explore the village on foot. The walking paths that run parallel to the canals are just as charming. Strolling along these narrow footpaths allows you to appreciate the details you might miss from a boat. You can peek into the beautifully manicured gardens, admire the intricate thatched roofs up close, and cross the more than 170 wooden bridges that connect the various parts of the village. Each twist and turn reveals a new, picture-perfect scene. Honestly, you'll want to stop for a photo every few steps. It's a photographer's dream. While you're walking, you'll discover that Giethoorn is more than just a pretty face. To dive deeper into its unique history, make a stop at the museum, Giethoorn T. Old Mott. This living history museum is set in an authentic, historic farmhouse and shows you exactly what life was like in Giethoorn over a century ago. You can see traditional furnishings, tools, and clothing, and learn about the peat harvesting that shaped this entire landscape. It gives you a real appreciation for the resilience and ingenuity of the people who first settled here. It's a small museum, but it packs a lot of charm and history. For something a little different, and maybe a bit quirky, check out the De Oude Aarde Museum. This is one of the most renowned collections of gemstones and minerals in the Netherlands. It's a dazzling display of crystals, fossils, and precious stones from all over the world. Even if you're not a geology enthusiast, it's impossible not to be impressed by the sheer beauty and variety of the exhibits. It's a hidden gem, pun intended, and a great activity, especially if you happen to catch a rainy day. Of course, no trip is complete without trying the local food. Giethoorn has a wonderful selection of canal-side cafes and restaurants. There's nothing better than finding a terrace with a view, ordering a coffee and a slice of Dutch apple pie, or enjoying a leisurely lunch. Many restaurants specialize in fresh fish. Given the watery surroundings, a popular choice is Smith's Pavilion, which is located on an island in the Boven-Wedged Lake and is only accessible by boat or a long footbridge, offering spectacular views. Or you can find a cozy spot in the heart of the village and just watch the boats glide by. It's the perfect way to unwind. If you're an active traveler, you'll be happy to know that Giethoorn is surrounded by the Wereben National Park, the largest fen wetland in northwestern Europe. The best way to explore the wider area is by renting a bicycle. There are countless cycling paths that will take you through stunning landscapes of reed beds, forests, and quaint neighboring villages. It's a peaceful and eco-friendly way to see more of the Dutch countryside and experience the natural beauty that surrounds Giethoorn. You can rent bikes easily within the village for a few hours or the whole day. Finally, a top tip for visiting Giethoorn: timing is everything. As you can imagine, this village is incredibly popular, especially during the summer months and on weekends. It can get very crowded. If you want to experience the true tranquility of Giethoorn, I highly recommend visiting on a weekday, or even better, during the shoulder seasons of spring or autumn. The light is beautiful, the crowds are thinner, and the village feels much more serene. Or consider staying overnight. When night arrives and the crowds are gone, Giethoorn becomes pure magic: quiet canals, warm lights, and a sense of timeless peace. So there you have it, the very best things to see and do in the magical village of Giethoorn. From captaining your own whisper boat to strolling its timeless paths and soaking in the unique culture, Giethoorn offers an experience you will never forget. It's a place that proves that fairy tales really can come true. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to the Venice of the Netherlands. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Until next time, safe travels.